to do this problem here, we will look at the denominator. We try to find the LCD. We see that both this quotient and this quotient have t as a factor in the denominator. So we must have t as a factor in the LCD. This one also has the square root of 1 plus t. So we must have the square root of 1 plus t in the as a factor in the denominator. Okay, so that's the LCD. So you just look at each different factor. So we take each one raised to highest power that appear. Since both of them, the t here, the highest power here will be 1. So only t to the first power. And then this one has this factor, this one doesn't. So you have this as a factor and only to the power the same as this one. Okay, so you get the LCD.
Okay.
So,
okay, I see.
Yeah. So for example, if you have, for example, you have A, and then you have the other one is, say A B squared and A squared B. Okay. Then what will be the LCD? The LCD here will be, you look at the vector A. Is A here? The highest power on A will be the second power, so that will be A to the second power. And then we also look at B. The highest power on B here will be to the second power, so this. So you take each factor and raise to the highest exponent that appear in as a factor in the denominator. How it goes. So same with this one. So you take the
Okay, I see.
you take this one. Okay.
Yeah.
So guarantee that when you take the highest power that appear, guarantee that this is a multiple of this. Okay, this is a multiple of this. This one here is this one times A. This one here is this one times B. So this is the lowest common denominator. Okay.
Okay.
With this one. This is this one times 1. This is this one times square root of 1 plus t. Now, after you have done this, let's combine them. So you put down the common denominator. So this one down here is already the same denominator as this. So nothing you need to do, nothing need to be done. This one you need to times. What do you need to times up and down? You need to times square root of 1 plus t up and down in order to have the same denominator.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, I do that. Then after that, since they have the same denominator, you can combine them. So you keep the denominator, you combine the numerator on top. One way to do it, you can actually take out the common factor 9, or you can take it out later. Doesn't really matter. Then you get to this. You get from this step to this step. Okay, now after you're done this, let's go back to this original problem here. So to do this one, then we're going to put this one over here. So I'm going to take out the common factor 9, and I have 1 minus square root of 1 plus t. And then down here you have t times square root of 1 plus t, right? Do you get this part?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what I have, this part here is this one. Okay, now I'm taking the limit, okay? So I need to put the limit sign in front, okay? Now after I've done this, then you're looking at this. If I substitute t to be 0 in this function, what do I end up with? If I plug in t to be 0 into this expression, what do I have in the numerator and what do I have in the denominator?
I'm guessing you're gonna
You get
end up with
0 over 0, right? So on top.
yeah.
So there's something called indeterminate form, okay? So in the lesson, we talk about how do we deal with this type of indeterminate form, okay? There are 3 ways. One way is to multiply that by to rationalize it. So you see here, it has a square root, okay? It has a radical. So we can times the conjugate of this up and down to rationalize it so that it doesn't have a square root in the numerator. Okay, so we can try that one. So we're going to times the conjugate, which is 1 plus, so instead of minus, it's going to be the sum, 1 plus 1. And whatever I multiply up here, I need to multiply down here. So the quotient and this quotient will be equivalent. Okay, so this is called rationalize it. After that, then we have 9 here. Now this is the same as, this is like a minus b times a plus b. Remember, when you have a minus b times a plus b, that's equal to a squared minus b squared. So that was a different 2 square formula. So this 2 multiply, you will get, what do you get? You will get the square of this, right? Which is 1 minus the square of this one, which is, well, square of a square root. The square root cancel, so you end up with 1 plus t, right? But don't forget to put in the parentheses the whole quantity. Now when we do that, let's see what do we end up with. This one here, negative t. So simplify, it's negative t. It's going to cancel with negative over t. It's just a negative 1, right? Okay. So that will be 9 over, actually negative 9 because the negative side there. Square root of 1 plus t, like this, right? Now you can try to substitute again. Let's see what happens, right? So let's substitute t to 0. What do you end up with? We end up with negative,
I think you end
over 1,
0.
2. Okay.
Okay.
So, and then that will be 2. So the answer here is negative 9 over 2.